In this budget, the Chancellor and everyone in Her Majesty's Treasury have pulled out all the stops, left no stone unturned, and directed the enormous financial firepower of the government at building back better. But before we can do that, we've got to get through the next few months, as millions more vaccines get administered and businesses prepare to open. And the restart grants are going to be an enormous lifeline to so many local businesses. Gyms like FX Fitness Experience, salons and barbers like Jack Jones, and pubs like the Hapton Inn and Crooked Billet. They now have a date to reopen and the government's support to do it. But the Chancellor has also been honest about the economic impact that coronavirus has had. When I was elected in December of 2019, yes, it was to level up and give Burnley and Padiham the government focus they deserve, but it was also to ensure our economy is properly managed. Not the reckless spending that was on offer from the Labour frontbench, but Conservative management, which meant we entered this economic crisis in a way which has allowed us to wrap our arms around the country. And it's that same management that will ensure we can do the same again when the next crisis hits. And it's with this in mind, as a low-tax Conservative, that I agree with the tax measures announced today. Because whilst this budget keeps taxes low, with things like the VAT reduction sustained and alcohol and fuel duty frozen, it also begins the task of repairing the public finances, which we must do. It strikes the right balance, paving the way for a corporation tax to increase on businesses that are making healthy and sustainable profits, but ensuring losses can be carried back for longer. And it provides much needed support to our SMEs through a reduced tax rate. And then we have the announcement of the super deduction. For areas like Burnley, where we have a significant manufacturing sector, this could be transformational. It means local businesses in everything from aerospace to construction are incentivised to invest in new equipment, new machinery, boosting productivity, creating jobs and powering our local recovery. We should not underestimate the impact any of this will have. And let me finally turn to the Levelling Up agenda, which is something I care deeply about. Just a few weeks ago, I was on BBC Politics North West, and the Shadow Business Minister said that when Labour was in government, they invested in the cities. Well, Mr Deputy Speaker, as this budget shows, this government invests in the towns too. And nothing embodies that more than the Levelling Up Fund and the Community Renewal Fund. These two funds will allow Burnley and Padiham to bid for tens of millions of pounds to regenerate our town centre, boost the high street, improve our infrastructure, and make our area a place that people want to live, work and invest.